This is why we have no choice but to continue the occupation of Japan. And we will consider any direct or indirect action taken against us to be a declaration of war.
Hi guys, Lone Gamer UK here with some more SuperPower 2. So we'll just wait for the game to load up. A picture of some Jaguars. I didn't get a screenshot of that. That was a bit different. So load our game. We'll just pause it there. So we left off on part 6 with conquering Brazil, who attacked us after we took Argentina and Bolivia. So this is all now UK territory, and as you'll see, our economy has started to pick up now. And our resources and trade seems to have improved. So it's only been a few weeks or months since we took over Brazil. We've now got a surplus of nearly 8 billion. That's been varying sort of between 5 and 6 and 8 or 9. Got the game frozen at the moment, so it's not going to change right now. We're going to let that run for a little while, try and get this in the green, available funds, so that we've actually got money in the bank. Then we can start investing it back into our economy. We have got quite a high unit upkeep now. Started off about 16 billion, but most of our forces are all active, ready and deployed. Got a lot more soldiers now, so got 290, nearly 300,000 military troops. Some land, more air and naval, and we trained most of them to at least level 1, and quite a few beyond that. Got rid of some of the older equipment, so that's costing us quite a bit, but I think we can start to afford it now with what we're bringing in. So I'm planning, if all goes well, to just get in a slightly better economic situation before I start the next war. Then I've got a few options here, because I can either go for Chile, and all of these I might do. We can take these smaller countries here like Paraguay and Uruguay, so they're neutral to us. Paraguay is neutral to us, but we can have a look at the relations with these, because I think if somebody doesn't like me quite a lot, then it's not going to accept. You know, if I attack some of these countries that are very close to the United States or like me quite a bit, then that could cause me more problems. I've got Peru over here, so Chile, Peru, Uruguay, Paraguay. We've got Colombia. We've got Venezuela. We've got Guyana. And then there's a little bit of Suriname. And then there's a little bit of France. This bit here. French territory, which they probably bought off Ghana and Suriname. So that's what I'll do. Let me run the game on a bit here, bring up the economy again. I've got some red because these guys were allied to Brazil. So these guys here in Zimbabwe are hostile to me. It's not easy for me to get there though, because I would need permission of the countries around them to let my forces travel through there. And I already tried well, I could ask these guys military trespassing rights. Nope, they don't want any of that. Try these guys again. Oh. Already asked them, it's not going to give me the option. They're no good because I'd still need somebody that's on the coast. I'm not too worried about those guys at the moment. So we're just going to watch this for a little bit because that's up to 8.4 now. I'm going to message. Yeah, that was just like denial. So not sure when we took over Brazil, probably beginning of June or about June. But in a year and a bit, according to this rate, I mean if this number goes up, but in a year's time we will have paid off this red sum. Could be quicker if the surplus increases. It might do. We'll keep an eye on these resources here, because with all this extra land, I mean obviously consumption and demand's going to go up, but so should my production, so we'll see. That's already improved. I mean it was like minus 70, 80, 90 million up there. About 3 billion down on raw materials, 45, nearly 46 billion down on food and agriculture, billion down on finished goods, which is the appliances. And I can boost these with some of this money, but that would add to the debt. And so I'll let that now what I can do, actually I might pause the game for this bit, is if I look at my diplomatic relations, so if I'm thinking of invading it, so all these countries around me, including the South Americas, hate my guts really. So I mean less so, they got this lighter shades, but it looks like Chile, Uruguay, Paraguay, they're all in this. Let's have a look where they are in the list, see their numbers. Let's go right to the very bottom. Because if that's the case, I'll just take them over. One thing I'm still a bit mystified is why things like Argentina and Bolivia are still listed in the game, because I don't think they exist anymore. So Zimbabwe was their neighbour. Let's have a look. Brazil doesn't really exist anymore. But a lot of these have been pretty unpopular taking over South America. Iran, Iraq, they all hate me. Sudan. I mean, you look at it really, basically, even Australia. So my sort of grand plan is to take the South Americas maybe all the way up to the US coast, invade Africa and take over most of the African continent, certainly a good portion of it. And with Australia now, I might as well take over Australia, as they hate me, and then use that as a springboard to surround China in the east. I mean, my only allies and friends are the Canadians and somewhat the United States, but it's not like it was when it started. So let me have a look at Paraguay. I mean, they're all pretty like -84 here, so that's that. Surrender. There we go. Uruguay -88. PRY, that's Paraguay, I think. Ecuador, so -82. To be honest, based on that stat, it doesn't look to me like anybody's going to be bothered if I... Well, they're not going to hate me anymore, let's put it that way. I overtake their countries. Go back to geographic. So I think I'll probably take these two, consolidate that. Check my covert actions. Probably make them active. I mean, that's not to say that other countries aren't going to attack me or just declare war with the standings that I kind of have. It could happen at any time. But if I'm in control of this, I will, you know, economically feed my expanded empire into my economy. I do need to invest 30 billion in like this anti-missile defense system. Not that. Where was it? Yes. 30 billion there, but so that helps protect me against nuclear missiles, but nuclear attacks. Not sure how effective it works. Not sure once I've researched if then I've got to build and deploy things, but Can't quite remember how that worked, but I need to invest in that going forward. And that's if I don't leave it too late and get nuked before. Bolivia's fallen into anarchy. But you shouldn't do, it's part of the UK. Which is, you know, nice stability, low corruption. But where Bolivia is, now that I've taken their country over, I've no idea. Surplus is up to 9.6 billion now. It'd be nice if that gets above 10 billion and stuff will start. That's gone down to 10.9. So we're in July, so we'll sort of probably run the economy here for a bit until the end of 2009 into 10. The Argentina started production of 566,000 men. Really? Where? See, that scares me, that does. Because Argentina certainly shouldn't exist, because they don't. And they need a capital to deploy their personnel. And I looked at this before. To see if I could, you know, see if they had any land anywhere. So go back to relations. Yeah, I mean, if you click on the country, it takes you there. But we'll click on Argentina. No, that's because Bolivia. It doesn't take me anywhere, Bolivia. It says minus 99. And that's the same with Argentina. Oh, hang on. That's India's part of China now. We know that. That's Pakistan. Just making sure Argentina haven't got some land somewhere that they bought or moved to. I don't think they have, because again, if I double click on them, if I double click on Argentina, it keeps taking me to Pakistan. That's all Pakistan. That's all India. That's around, so I can't see. And they would be red because they would hate me, so they would be. Wow. that's my country, they would be red there, but it's not gonna. That's weird. Confused me, that has. I mean, the fact they're still in the game, I was thinking, okay, fair enough. But the fact that it now says they're making 500,000 troops and that they've raised their tax. Wish you could double click on these notifications. It doesn't work that way. I double click here. It keeps taking me to that point, which is basically Pakistan, who are neutral with me. I can't see that there's any Argentina. Okay, well that's a bit weird. We'll have to see if they get deployed, and if so, where. Guess this is just a bug in the game, and it just. Let me just click on Bolivia. And Bolivia's taking me to Afghanistan. That's weird. Weird. See, when I get to Empire View, anybody that's sort of at war with me or hates me is red on the map, and only Brazil's war partners over here show up. There's nothing. Very weird. So I don't know where these troops are being built and where they'll be deployed. Well, I guess we'll find out in due course. And Bolivia's starting to build, and Brazil's anti-missile defense system. Brazil's building 250,000 troops. Where are they building them? Bolivia's building 114. Oh, they're coming for me, man. I'm very worried about those comets. Because if they can't get taken out of the game and they can just build what they want and then deploy them somewhere, that's going to be a problem. Because that's a lot of troops. That was 500,000 on Argentina, 200 and something for Argentina, and 100 and something for Bolivia. Like 750,000 men to fight. Oh, it does move to the. I've got to click that. Okay, hang on a sec. Whoa. So let's go back to Argentina, produce mini-men, and click that. Takes me to the bloody middle of the ocean. if they've moved to... Yeah, because they do keep moving capitals when you... if they've nipped over to Africa, but again I would have thought they would have come up on the heat maps. I click that, takes me to there. In Bolivia, starting to build troops. Where's that? Game. Middle of the ocean. Maybe it's just a bug. Brazil's closed all its borders to immigration. How? Doesn't exist. That takes me to the middle of the ocean. Maybe I don't need to worry. And I know you can't deploy troops. You can only deploy them to your capitals. If there isn't a capital, they can't deploy these troops they're building, so... Okay. Well... Okay, surplus over 10 billion now. I can put up my tax. My interest rate up just a very small amount, 0.2. Jumps up to 11.5 billion. We can get away with small adjustments now. I need to look out to see if it mentions about those Bolivia, Argentina and that, and it deploying anything. Because they would be my enemy. It shows here that enemies are showing up, and they're the only ones. Unless because they were in a pact with Brazil, all the forces end up going there. Is their capital there? So we'll have to keep an eye to see if those countries end up deploying there, but I don't see it. And it's all a little bit messed up because that country says its ally is still Brazil, but it's not, because Brazil is me. Right, up to 12.5 billion surplus. I'd like to see this going down a bit quicker, but let's wind time on a little bit. It's August. I mean, the weather effects for invasions, none of that is modelled in this game. I mean, I would wait to the spring to attack these other countries ideally, but I think in the game it doesn't really make any difference when I go. I mean, these deficits and available funds are based, I think, on a year, a rolling 12 months, so we're amending all the time, but each month I'm paying a little bit off. When that's clear, then basically we're just gaining money. You know, Bolivia's lowered its interest rates. Really? The who? The ocean. I think I'll probably... Ooh. What happened there? That went down from 11 to 8.5. Something went up. What's going on? It's down to 5.6. Let's slow this down a sec. What's gone wrong with my economy all of a sudden? I was 11.5 billion surplus. Why has that dropped 4-5 billion? And that was 10, then it was 9. That's only paid off, but that's... The upkeep was 32, that's about the same. Doesn't look drastically different from what it was before in the resources. My expenses jumped up a bit, but I'm not sure what it was. I need to invest in government to get this corruption down, but only losing 400-500 million, and government stuff's done in billions, so going up again now, 6.1, but this is 34. It was probably some trade stuff changing. That's going to change my income and expenses quite easily, so probably what it was. Right, well, I guess we shouldn't really wait too much longer. We've only waited 3 months, but instead of like a year I was planning to. So mean, it's weird because I might attack these countries, then Chile and all these other countries might attack me, and it might go all a bit peaked up. Kind of would have liked to. It's halved my surplus. Maybe stuff that I trained. I think these things that we're training probably came online and putting these costs up. 33. Yep, that's knackered my economy. down a 3 billion surplus from 11.5. Oh, it's gone down 3 billion there because that was 31, nearly 32. So the upkeep cost has only gone. But I guess I had those set training costs. It's all part of it. Let me put taxes up again. Didn't really change much, did it? These guys seem to have a navy. Not of much, so let's declare war on these guys. Oops, really? No, I don't want to go right out there. Ah, the left click. Where am I? God, nothing in Buenos Aires. Oh, what did I go to then? I think I put the others up here, didn't I? Yeah. So I need to move this force over here. killing off some of my troops in battle will reduce my management costs. Spoken like a true general. Geez, Stanford billion. Oh no, we're going to go back into a deficit at this rate. Even with the taxes higher. Okay. Declared war on Uruguay. Well, we'll see what kind of reaction this has. Quite a lot. There we go. What I thought would happen. So Chile's entered the war, and so's Colombia. Let's pause this, because again I'll lose all these territories because I can't defend them. Then I defeat their forces. I guess it doesn't really matter because I was gonna, let's just see what country that is. Yeah, so Colombia. Colombia's gonna come in. Now they're moving there. So where's my force? Here. Let's move them to here, and we'll hopefully have an engagement there. Colombian Navy and the Chilean are all coming to get involved in this fight. Not too worried, we've got quite a lot of forces. I did kind of think that would happen, that the other South American countries would get in on the fight because they know they're kind of next if they don't. So those forces, we should be getting engagement here. It's not happening yet. Here they go. We'll see what they can bring to the fight. Not much, I would have thought. My troops are ready for them to all come in. Nothing on this Chilean border to defend against this apart from what I'm using here. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All happening now. Let's just pause that a sec. See, lost control of 2 regions. Yeah, don't worry. Because once we defeat them in battle, we can take Chile and Colombia. Right, so we got this fight here now. Oh, I'll tell you what will happen. Let me pause that again. Is although these like Bolivia be building all these troops, once these countries invade, start freeing up parts of Bolivia and that, then these forces that have been building can come back in the game, which I kind of think's a bit broken. It shouldn't be like that. I mean, I'll get these troops over here to take on the Chilean army when as soon as I'm done with this fight. So, game on. Right, we've got this fleet coming in. Let's have a look. The forces have increased. Here we go. Third country's entered the battle. Can't match the might of our forces there. Need to do those. Keep an eye. Look, they're trying to take all these armies. I don't want that to happen. I want this army to go and attack. No, that's not where I wanted you to go. It's not letting me click it in the right place, so we'll, because then I'll lose regions now that split up. I am attacking quite a sizable force, 40,000 men, but they have sent troops off to take these other regions, which I can take back. But if these Bolivia and Argentinian forces deploy that we're building, I'll be in a bit of spot of bother. And a cruise of the United Kingdom. Because I got free reign. It's got a big fight. Yeah, I know I'm losing regions. These battles seem to take too long as well. Well, these guys aren't going to last very long against this force. But meanwhile, I mean, that's quite a lot of men there. But we can handle that. They've not quite got to engagement ranges yet, so I'll come back to that. Pretty worried about Argentina and Bolivia deploying these troops they built. They take back land. You see, that now says it's Bolivia, you see, so they can deploy troops back there. I think what I'm going to have to do is deploy more of my troops because I didn't really want to deploy all those. I can't split them. Well, I can split them in London, but I can't. That's going to mess up my economy. You watch this. 33 million when I deploy 250,000 troops. They're training. Everything's training. These I can deploy. And I'll deploy the rest of the naval once they're trained. Once they're deployed, I can maybe take about 120,000 of these. I can deploy that force. Some combination of it, so we'll these 2,000 men. I think probably the only way I can stop this happening in future is to manually split my forces and start putting a few, but then it'd be easy for them to have a big force and actually do some damage to like 2,000–3,000 men if I left a couple thousand in each region. At least this way I control all the land, and if they take it back I only lose one soldier. Argentina's taking control. Argentina were building 500,000 men. I'll see if I can win these battles and take the land back before they can get to deploy them. What's weird a little bit is also the fact that when the other countries invade, it doesn't go to their country, it just goes back to the original country. Like if Chile sends some troops into Bolivia, it becomes Bolivia again, not Chilean. Beat that force, fair enough. This battle, oh, we're going to win that battle, it's just a matter of time. And I'm a bit worried now about Argentinian. They're not big forces, it's just I need to win this battle. The artillery gone, so just the infantry now. My artillery and planes should make short work of these. I'm losing quite a lot of regions. Looks like my artillery is now in range of their troops. Started firing. So that's Colombia's 40,000 men pretty much gone. $42,712. We lost 11 ground units, 9 air units. Okay. Right, so let me just pause a sec. So it's 1,400 men there, 1,400 men there, 900 odd there, 2,200 there, 14,000 men there, that's got a bit. My navy still. Got 3,000 odd men there from Argentina. Still a bit worried about all these troops they were building coming back into the fight somewhere. Now they've got land again. Yeah, I could do with another army or two. So let's just, these guys will be deployed, so let's split these into have a look. 239, 240. Maybe split them into 3. 240 divided by 240 divided by, say, 3 forces would be 80,000 each. That sounds about right to me. So let's create a force of 80,000 troops. Do that. do is just move them a little bit so we can... Back in the black. Yeah, my unit upkeep's gone to nearly 40 billion now. We're up 6, 7, 8 billion. No, probably about 8 billion because of all these extra troops. I'm going to put my taxes up, try and need... Need to lessen that blow. I don't have a lot of ground units and all this stuff. I could split off some of these, I guess. Let's have a look what we've got. So attack aircraft. Let me split off those tornadoes. Just to create, I mean I can build more, but let's have a look then. So keep all the men. So these F432s, let's split some of those. Do that. Let's split. Split those, because we can send these down with, basically I'm going to build sort of 3 forces of about 80,000 men plus equipment. Let's although I probably don't have enough equipment here to Saracen, Apaches. Oh shit, I've done too much of those now. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's have a look. These MCVs, I can split those. I need a little bit of artillery, wasn't much there. Let's just split these. And 55 mils did I put? Yeah, I just did those. So if we do that, and move that force there, we'll put that 80,000 men together with that equipment. Move them, we need to get those down to Argentina, Brazil. Right, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to merge with these guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to split these guys equally. I'm going to move one of those, and then I'll build some ground forces for those guys. Okay, they merged. Says they merged. There's the infantry. There's the 80,000 men that were there. that's those two. Should be 80,000 men under this. Look. Look like they merged, even though they went on top of each other. Merge with. Oh, 2 billion down. What's going on? And then I want to deploy these guys. Come on, hurry up. Oh, they still haven't merged. What's going on? Bloody mouse thing. Right, let's check what's going on here. All hell's breaking loose. So I need to move and attack these guys. I'm going to lose the capital. These relatively small forces can easily go around picking off bits of land. Sea battle's taking forever. Building up their troops. See if we can get these things properly flipping merged. Come on. Merge with. If this doesn't work, I'll move them independently and then they can sort themselves out when they get down to Argentina. Come on. No, they still haven't merged. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, sod it. No path, really. It's because I need naval forces on the coast. They're all in a battle. Where are my naval forces? Now let's try and deploy here. That works. So I need to use that as the insert point. The others. Come on, stop moving. Ages. Come on, I will have lost the flipping land by the time you got. Move in, move. Right. Let's get these guys moving now, liking. Oh, my economy's tanking like a... These forces are costing us so much money. We'll just try and slim that down once we take over the whole of South America. We'll have to build back up on the economy front. That map's not working on the bottom of that one, so we don't know what's going on with that. $65,000 men to take on one guy. That's a lot of troops though. They are Chilean. So I need to get my 81,000. I need to get my troops over here. Although I'm losing like the capital Brazil. Got 14,000 there, so I need to defeat those and then get over there. They're coming, but these are just my tanks and ground units, which are a bit vulnerable until they merge with... Might end up merging with these guys. I'll sort that out later if they do. What's going on here? Still taking... Got rid of the sub. Let's go full assault. Oh, I can't. Yeah, full assault. Right, if these guys don't join the fight, I'll try and merge them again with this 81,000 troops. Where are they? See if the merge command works now. Looks like it did, but we'll see. Big force, but just men, so too worried. That's my first division, as I like to call it. This lot down here, my second division, and I'm just bringing a third one down now. Approaching the coast. Meanwhile, my territory looks like Swiss cheese now. Oh dear, right, let's have a look. Let's just slow that down a sec, see what's happened to these guys. And did they merge? No. Why can't they merge? It's 3 times now I've tried to get them to merge. The 80,000 that are on top of them. Maybe I'll just have to get them involved in a battle and then they'll merge that way. Right, these guys have won their battle, so they can. These guys can move. They can go back over to the capital. Brazil's got all its territory back. Well, not all its territory, but I was wondering where all these troops are. They said they were going to build. Oh no, look at that. That could be it. Right, what's happening over here now? Right, these guys have finished. Get them over. Oh, is that Paraguay? Yeah, Paraguay gone to war now with us. Bullshit. Just can't get these two to merge no matter how much I try. The 81,000 troops and these air and ground units. And I know they're not merged because when I go to move them, they split again. How's this battle doing? And with these Paraguayans taking land, I'm going to lose even more. See, I'm trying to merge these down to these 81,000 men here. Why won't they merge? Well, they've got on a battle now. Okay. Let's get these guys into this fight if we can then. That doesn't look like they're joining the fight. Yeah, I've got Argentinian troops coming back. I got 65,000 Chileans over here. How fast they're moving compared to my troops. Very long. Taking ages to kill these ships. These ship owners take ages. Come on, 8 destroyers, 24 frigates, 6 attack submarines, a carrier. Shouldn't take too long to kill 5 frigates and 2 destroyers. In fact, 4 destroyers, because it's 3 from one country, 2 from another. battle going on over here now. Don't want. They're building 500,000 men. Those Argentinians. I don't want them to deploy them. What are these guys doing? Come on, get in the fight. Finally, they're merged. If they stay together. Okay. That battle should take care of itself. Now, what are my forces doing up here? Are they entering a fight? Doesn't look like it. Get in there, boys. Get in there. Got all these ones to take back. The only good thing about this is it's taking ages for these troops to meet, which helps me win these other battles, because then I need to get these forces here, or this one, either one, whichever's first, over to this fight, and then these guys. There's 14,000 men there I can't forget about. There's a single man one. It used to have a single man one. Where was that one? Where was that one? We're trying to free up this capital. Come on guys, get in the fight. There we go. So they're going to take a while for these guys here to catch up with those. Luckily these ones aren't moving much, but the thing is I keep deploying new troops. Okay, so I built those 10,000 troops. I'm going to sit there on the capital. Keep sending troops. They've got troops coming down to me. Good. This one's pretty much done. Good. Okay. Now, where did those 14,000 men go that were just here? not there anymore. 5,000 Argentine. Oh no, they show as not being combined now. They fought together and they're still not combined. What is this naval battle, man? Come on. Got another fight going on there. 65,000 troops over here somewhere and disappeared. Chilean troops mostly. Looks like they've probably gone back to Chile. Unless it's those. Probably is. I don't want to use those guys. Why won't they merge? Sending in more troops. Okay, helicopters. Too worried about that. I don't want to send 81,000 troops with no guns, and I just can't merge these armies, man. Never had a problem with merging before. It's bugging the hell out of me. Okay, these guys are sitting there doing nothing now. So, go attack these guys. So, I keep throwing stuff into this fight. And I don't want to just send 81,000 men, so why? That's the command, that works, but they're just not merging. I've done it 5-6 times now. Oh well. Right, these guys are over here and didn't get in the fight. Try again. Nope. Not near enough either. There's a single man area. Defeated in the naval. Somebody else has just. I finally won that battle and this patrol craft came in. Those patrol craft are deadly. Oh, we've got some more coming. See, they're still not merged. Something stopping that. Mm-hmm. 11 patrol craft. Okay, not worried about that. Ah, these guys still didn't get in the fight. How many times have I got to click, attack, move, attack? Right over there now. Wonderful. See if this starts a fight here. Yep, it does. Okay, so that battle's on. These guys might get drawn into it. We'll see. Pulls all the single units together, does it? A very good idea. I'm just gonna have to get these guys into the fights individually. They won't merge. No. Why is it clear? I just don't want to go over there. I want to go north. Okay, whatever game. Not good, Marcus, not good. The bloody left clicks on this game suck. I'm winning easily, but they just keep taking all this territory because it's all defended by a single troop. I attacked Uruguay and then Chile and Colombia. And Paraguay and Uruguay all decided to attack me, so I've lost most of the southern continent. I've got to win it back again, which I will do, but it's just these movement and merge mechanics and clicking that's frustrating me at the moment. There's 65,000 Chilean troops, but I did get notices down here that Argentina were building 250,000 troops and that Brazil were building 500,000. If we get the territory back and can deploy them, I'll be in trouble. I've got 3 active divisions now down in the continents. See these guys still. Let's go. And that one did get in a... No, that's not that one. So even though I wanted to move over there, my troops moved over here. No apparent reason. These guys won't ever merge together. They say they will, they're merging, but then when you click on them, they're not actually all merged. I've tried it in England, I've tried it in South America. Probably 7th, 8th time now I've tried this, and that's merging. It's got green dots, but they don't actually merge. Right, so these guys are finally going to get in that battle. That's an easy fight. We'll move into this fight when that one's done. See, look, they're on top of each other and they're not merged, even though they just said they were merging. can't even click the 81,000 troops. What are these guys doing? They're still not attacking these guys. Love of God. Right. Move, attack. But once we beat these, we can take Chile, we can take Uruguay, Paraguay and Colombia, because they all attacked us once we went into Uruguay, which is here. I'm just going to delete all these notifications. Right, that battle's finally started after about 4 attempts. We'll win that. Instead of me moving around, I'd like all these red units just to join this battle. Just get on with it. Okay, what happened there? I lost control. Why? Economy's gone down the shitters because of them. I deployed 250,000 troops. Back in surplus again now, but I've got now that's not right. I've got a lot more troops than that. It's not updated. What's going on? Okay, this more patrol aircraft. Fine, bring it on. Attack me here. That's fine. 39,000 troops. See, this is what I was worried about. Where have they come from? Yep, Marcus, that's fine. The ground troops are being a right pain in the backside. Billy here is taking on 33,322 Argentinian troops. And they've been able to build these troops when I owned all of their country. They had no country to deploy or own. And then as soon as other countries invade, they get space back and then they start deploying troops. So, fine. Fine, if you want it that way, we're coming. Right, occupy territory. What's that going to do? Just pull all my single troops into some stupid fight that's going to be meaningless. Because these guys don't do anything. I'm gonna move over here. I'll occupy this territory and then... Right, you getting in the fight? Oh. Fight's ended. What happened? And those 33,000 against one guy, so how did they get defeated? It's because they retreated, that's why. What happens when you retreat? 19,000 troops. Finally that fleet battle ended. Right, I'm going to occupy this. Should take the troops from here. Maybe not. Right, I'm going to try and go over here, attack these guys. All my troops around the country, 22 of them, went into that fight. That makes sense. Yay! We're dead Brazilians. Right, let's get in this fight. What? Click left goes right. Did you watch Jive's stream today then, Marcus? Did able to call you? I'll just call you Mark, but Mr. Holt. But yeah, I missed that stream. So his audio yesterday wasn't great. So hope it went well. Right, let's see. See, I didn't ask you to move to the right. I asked you to attack these guys on the left. So we'll try again. That fight. That fight I'm going to lose, but I can maybe get back over there if we. I need to take on these guys here, whatever they are. They're attacking these guys here. We worried them covered on that, I think. So I did lose quite a few units here. I was going to say, where's my aircraft carrier? 3 of them there. Good. What's that? What was that? What's that? Lost control. Okay. What? I'm making a surplus again for some amazing reason. That's probably because of. Right, so they've gone back to the capital. Take on my one man. 16,000 troops, great. Now I need to move these guys back, but if I can get this battle done. I will get these guys, move them over here. Get in that fight. Why can't I occupy that territory? Be able to send soldiers to all of these. Probably because they still have some forces left, I imagine. Well, I've sent reinforced. This 81,000 men is the 3rd division of men. I'm not losing. The frustrations is these individual smaller battles, because I'm just moving around where you need to, because you get engagements like this where. I mean, this is still my original. This is what I'm now calling Division 1. These were the ones that were on the Falklands that first invaded. And then these guys here are Division 2, which is my second force that I brought down when I invaded, pretty much straight away. And then these guys, and they're meant to be merged. This 81,000 and these 400 odd whatevers are these guys here. Can't even. This force and this force should be together, and that's my 3rd division. I've got more troops because I deployed. Got another 2 lots of 78,000 over here, but they've got no. I've not built any, and I don't need to. Really, I can't afford it. And I built too many men, to be honest. So, but if you imagine there 3 divisions, these are the 4th, 5th. This is my home fleet division, but this is my 4th and 5th attacking divisions that need weapons and stuff, but I'll do that later when I need them. I don't need them. I sound strange, but maybe the let's have a look if OBS is should be okay. Probably the internet went a bit strange there for a minute. Let me know if that keeps up, because I might have to reset something. But if I get a dip in the internet or whatever, it can affect the quality of the stream. Okay, let's have a look. They won their battle there, so they can move over. Really? To the right? Are you joking? Move and attack over here. Oh man, this game. No. Over here. Oh, please. Okay, whatever. So we got those guys into this fight, so that's good. I'll just have to mop up these guys. It's far easier if all these combine and just come down and fight my big forces, but they ain't moving much at the moment. Where are these coming from? Navy from the UK is coming down to attack me. Is this Uruguayan? Okay, so these guys got in a fight. Don't know how this will go. I mean, obviously I should win this, but these guys have got no backup. They're just soldiers. Right, they've moved into there. This is a joke over here. I can't get... Look, I click left and it bloody goes right. Here. No. I'll just do a move then. No. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's bugging the crap out of me, man. Why is it going right when I'm clicking left? Go over here, guys. There we go. Finally. If this game didn't have the left click bug that it has, it would be so much better. Okay, so what? Oh, Christ. See, where did Brazil get an aircraft carrier? 9 Corp. Where did it build all these? I don't understand that. Oh no, what's this attacking me? Thailand. Thailand, you're getting involved? What? Okay. So now I've got Thailand attacking me. Right, I found the 65,000 Chilean troops, which is what I wanted to destroy because 2nd Division can handle that. Shouldn't be a problem. Finally, they're making their moves. Without me having to move. Looks like I'm going to war with practically... Oh, I can't believe Thailand. Where did they... Oh, no, I should still win this, I think. 3 aircraft carriers. Force strength looks good. What's going on over here? Oh, yeah, that's that one. That's not an old one, mate. They didn't have it. I had Brazil and Bolivia. They were out of the game. So anything that's Argentinian, Bolivian has all been newly built. So people join that fight. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the end of the last video and this, I had total control of Argentina and Bolivia and Brazil, and I checked and they're kind of out of the game, but then I got notifications they were building troops, but they couldn't deploy them because they had no land. But when I attacked Uruguay, Chile and Colombia started taking over land, and instead of it going back to, say, Chile or Colombia, it goes back to being Argentinian or Bolivian, and then they start deploying troops. Which is quite frustrating. Now I've got Thailand sending in troops. They shouldn't be able to do that because there's no I suppose that navy gives them the right to do it. And there is some Taiwanese ships. Looks like the patrol craft and those corvettes and the carrier are actually Taiwanese. Because the bottom number is this 2nd flag and the top flag is Brazilian. Got 9 Brazilian corvettes, 9 Taiwanese corvettes. It's not a total of 9, that's 9 and 9. I'm sure. And there's 2 flags there. When it's only 1 flag though, that's just the top number. Still, my force strength there is high, so that shouldn't be a problem, that battle. Keep pissing me off by moving around and taking land. Did I win that? I didn't look at that message. I must have. Yeah, there we go. 64,000 troops. They lost them. I lost 25 aircraft. Good. Serves you right, Chile. So now I want to get these over there. Nope, all the naval forces are now together. I was deploying that's a good point. I'll just check, delete that. Right, beat those 15,000 Argentinians for some aircraft losses. Deploy. So I was training all these and looks like I can't train them anymore, that's the maximum. These all can be deployed now. If I can merge them. I'll merge them and then split them, and my Queen Elizabeth is trained and ready. These guys are done, so they can go to the capital, and that's it. They're all still deployed. I'll have to merge these later. He's ready. I don't know if it's just this game that merge doesn't work, or whether it's just those two units that just simply won't merge together, but I'll see if this merging works. In fact, did I do move there instead of merge? I don't know. It's 5. Let's see what happens. Oh, what's happening here? They merged. I think somebody's attacking them, aren't they? Yeah. The aircraft carrier's gone now. Oh crap. Didn't I have a lot of troops here? Shoot. Or did I not? That's my 20, that's Division 2. That's Division 1. No, I didn't. That's my... just my guy. Okay. I might have lost a lot of troops there, but... let's get these guys... No, don't want you going over there. Get in that fight. That one's nearly over. Should be alright really with that. They're coming all the way up. Well, they're already there. So let's have a look. Oh, they can defend themselves, so I'll have to fight that battle first, but I can use them to go to Thailand. There we go, they got in that fight. One patrol craft. Really? Would it even do that? Travel halfway across the globe? Oh, we've got more patrol craft coming, probably. Okay, so let's have a look. Got this fight here. Oh, okay. So we've got Taiwanese troops in here now. So 8,800 Brazilian troops by the look of it, and then 16,000 Taiwanese tanks, and Taiwanese artillery. Maps are bugging out. Let's do a full assault on this one. Yeah, sorry about that, Mark. I expect the internet went a bit doolally there for a minute and messed with the sound. Come on guys, attack. This map's not loaded properly. Not loaded at all. I think that does that. Okay, I'm not going to wait for that, see what's happening here. These guys get in that fight. Yep. Okay, so that's Division 2 taking on that infantry. This is Division 1. A bit of a fight on its hands, troop-wise that is, but I think because of the aircraft and air defences were still good. That's not loaded on that, so I can't really see what's going on. These maps down here should be in the battlefield positions. Come on, kill this patrol craft, for the love of God, what's going on? 8 destroyers, 7 frigates, 2 attack submarines and a Queen Elizabeth carrier. Struggling with the patrol craft. There we go. He died before the others got there. Still doesn't tell us what it is, but fair enough, we'll check back on that later. Yeah, these patrol craft. I was in a battle probably 2 videos ago, and I think it was like 5 or 6 patrol craft, and I lost, I think, 5 naval vessels. Could have been helicopters, but I'm pretty sure I lost some frigates or something. You know, I think if I remember rightly, they lost 5 patrol aircraft, which was their total. And I lost 5 naval vessels as well. I was like, what? So right, we've got 9 frigates that have joined this fight. Again, these are Taiwanese now. That have come up from the coast of... Whoops, here we go. I love it when this happens, when I don't have to move and they just send their forces to me, because then I can fight them. Oh, wow. Wow. That was 130 air defense units I lost then. That's a lot. That artillery is going to hurt me. Ooh, look, my aircraft's gone right down. Oh no. First real casualties in this fight. Well, some of the battles have been a bit one-sided, the bigger ones, so I guess it's time I got my ass kicked a little bit. I need to take out these artillery. My artillery, where is it? It's back here. See, when the map's working, if I click on, that's where he is, and he's probably too far to hit these units yet. His is there, and my air defence has got taken out. And I can click on the map, and that's my aircraft. See what's what. So the helicopters are there, my infantry vehicles are there, my artillery guns are there, and my soldiers are back here on the map, and that's the front line. When this map is working, that is. No, that was 130 air defence units, but I guess over 500 artillery shooting at them. We just took them out super quick. Artillery are very good actually in this game, so I do need to build more of them. I mean, I've got 390 and they've been doing well. Where are they on the map? Still back here. I mean, they might be in range, I'm not sure. What have they got on the front line? What are these? They're artillery, so tanks. Artillery's there, that's their men. Yeah. 12, 15, I expect this number could get hit pretty hard by this artillery. Right, my artillery's firing now. Yep. Artillery. It's taking out the tanks now. I've taken out a good 100 of their artillery. It's over 500 odd. But losing aircraft, I'll have to see how this battle pans out. But I've taken some. I mean, helps with the economy though. Airfield Chief Admiral Marshall. Dead planes and soldiers don't cost upkeep. Thing is, if I was to lose these attack aircraft, because these are ground attack aircraft, not fighters, I wouldn't be able to take out this. Argentina's moved its capital. Just going to stay with this battle. If we can get rid of this artillery, then mopping these guys up shouldn't be a problem. And a 300 now. And 260, 220. Not sure what these artillery are fighting at. Okay, they're shooting out. And they're firing away, they don't seem to be hitting anything. I presume they're shooting at these infantry vehicles. I am losing infantry vehicles. Right, their artillery is dropping quite quick now. My artillery's right at the back. I don't know if they... Can't they shoot? Oh, no, we're shooting at the men now. Come on, let's kill this artillery. Ooh, I lost some artillery. They've been 390 for a long time, so I lost 3 artillery there. I lost more infantry vehicles. Right, these guys are about to meet their maker now. Goodbye. Full assaults. These have appeared from somewhere. Come on guys, follow me into battle! Well, I've been losing troops as well. They were over 12,000 for a long time. Maybe only a couple hundred I lost, but yeah, newspapers are not going to be good in the press tomorrow. Invasion of Uruguay goes wrong. Thailand, Chile, Colombia all go to war with the UK. Thousands dead. When we interviewed Air Chief Marshal Admiral Chief Lord of all forces, he said, "Damn, my left click's not working." Oh, we've got tanks now. Okay. Throwing more things into this fight. Putting up a defence. Down to 15 aircraft now. Move up and let's go around. Okay, let's check a few other things. Still lost all of Bolivia. It's not going that great. Let's watch out this battle and see what the final tally is if we can win it. That's just like the real press though, isn't it, Mark? You know, thousands dead, earthquakes, yeah. Meanwhile, Wayne Rooney has stepped down. It's international football. God, I'm down to 8 attack aircraft now. Started with more than 20, I think. But those are my air defence. This force is getting really... Might have to merge them. We're still hammering them, but this has been a costly battle. The Battle of Rio de Janeiro. Oh man. Lee Manners is going to kick my ass. You lost troops? Jive would say. Oh, the humanity. Right, it said 16 and about 8 or 9. They had about 35,000 troops, so down to 276 troops in these tanks. Come on. Right, there we go. There's the troops. There we go. Oh. I'm going to take a picture of that. Not because I'm proud, but I just... So... I mean, still, the stats are pretty good, but compared to what some of my battles have been like, so 18,997 men they lost. I lost 157 men. I lost 213 ground units, of which 130 of those were my air defences. I lost 90 aircraft. Yeah, that was helicopters and planes. Yeah. Which has left that. We've got no air forces now on. This force up here I might have to merge with, but then less divisions to fight with. So what's going on over here? I believe this battle. So they seem to go quicker when I'm in the battle. I mean, they still play out when I'm not in it, but let's go full assault. Can't see the map. Where are they? Can't be obviously in range. Not even attacking them at the moment. The map's not loading. Scrolling map. What's going on here? More frigates, more patrol aircraft. They keep building the damn things. I don't know what happened over there. He's still. I think that's another one that's pretty sure. Oh God, they've thrown more men. These guys have got to fight another 2,000 men and 50 infantry. The humanity. Well, still should be an easy win, but I'm not going to have any attack aircraft by the end of this. This fight's still going on. Right, what can I do over here? Let's get these guys involved. Let's get these guys involved. Oh, I've got so much land. I'm in Chilean forces. It's almost like they've backed out of the war now. They're all at war with me now. Nobody likes the United Kingdom anymore. No, because I built them. I built loads of forces. And I moved them down in this Division 3, so it's 81,000 men. I don't know where they are. They're in this fight. So some of this is some of the stuff I moved down from the UK. I am going to have to build more though. More patrol aircraft are attacking. Pretty sure I lost a frigate there. That map's all gone foobar as well. It's only loaded half of it. Oh no, these are red. Who's at war with me now? Oh, what country's that? Belarus. Oh no, Belarus. So we got Thailand and now Belarus. Belarus is only one step away from Russia. Oh my god. Well, nuclear weapons might have to come out in the near future. I will try and build a few more aircraft. I need more artillery guns. 105 light guns. Let's build 200 of those. Build 200 155s. And 200 of those. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, GR7s. Build 100 of those. Some GR1s, 100 of those. IDSs, let's build 50 of those. Oops. I'm going to build some Sea Harriers as well. I'm going to build some more tanks. Challenger 2s, 50. Challenger 1s, 50. Attack helicopters. I'm going to build some oh, where's my Apaches gone? I do need more rapiers. 50 of those. Another 50 of those. 2 lots of 50s. Attack helicopters. I thought I had. Where's my Apaches gone? Maybe I would have to. I've certainly had some, but Not there. Not there. Not there. No. See, these haven't flipping merged like they should have done. Well, that ocean battle finally won it, no losses. And I won that battle. See if they'll merge this time. Definitely having a problem with merging. Not with those naval ones, though. Those work quite well. Those troop numbers aren't right as well. I mean, I built 239 on top of the 290 I had. Because we got 78,000 there, 78,000 there, 16,000 there. I don't know, maybe they... That'd be me. Yeah, but then I've got 81,000. Oh shit, they're going to take a bit of pounding. Artillery and fighter aircraft just on their own. Oh shit, who's that attacking them? Countries? Chile, I think. Doesn't even tell me, does it? Would be nice if it actually said the country, not just the flag, in case, you know, I've got helicopters joining this battle. These guys are going to be vulnerable on their own. Keep getting damn stuff being built. These guys over here are meant to be in this fight. So I'll move them again, but as I move them, it's going to free up the capital that will be taken by these guys probably. Quite a fight going on here. Got 550 artillery here, 199 mortars. This is Division 2. That's Division 3. And that is the original Division 1, which is much depleted. Gonna send a fourth down. Right, they did merge. Okay, good. As I build some of this stuff, I'll put it with this force. So move these guys down as these builds happen. All down as high priority now. Alright, let's have a look at my economy. Oh dear, back to minus 10 billion. Don't know what helped Belarus. I expect Belarus have got involved. We're losing regions. Oh no, more men are getting into this fight. These guys are going to get into trouble. Still sending more patrol aircraft. Why don't they attack this fleet down here? Why are they going all the way back up to the UK? Gonna lose troops here, man. I mean, they're never going to fight the aircraft and the helicopters, are they? Just going to take casualties. I suppose they've got maybe rocket launchers and things like that. But that's why. Here's that force I sent up. Oh, they got engaged down here. This force up here meant to be going to the 81,000 troops because they need the planes and these tanks. Now they got engaged, so they can't move. Crap. Okay, 81,000 troops. Can you hang on? Oh, did kill the 10 aircraft. Either that or they retreated. Maybe not so bad after all. Vision 1. They're throwing more forces into this battle. All these red lines. This is going to rage. Why are they on defensive? Let's just do a ranged attack. By default, they've gone to defensive. No, I mean, look at this strat. I'm not going to retreat them because, I mean, this fight's not a problem. I don't think what's coming to us is going to be that much. We'll see. We'll see when they get there. I mean, that's 742 men. We don't know what these ones are. We'll soon find out. And with these battles, I mean, if I can get this one done, I'll throw them into the fight. So we'll see what arrives here. Another 3,000 men, basically. Doesn't change the balance of battle much, so more coming, of course. Keep deploying bloody forces. Stop deploying forces. I go there, take the capital. Stop them deploying. Then what? Then they can fight these guys and these guys. We're okay there. Well, it looks like I'm moving over there. I haven't asked that. Okay. I'll put these on the top. Right, now it's kicking off, okay. Should win this pretty soon. Yep. See you, Mark. Sorry to see your message a little bit late, but catch you later, pal. Take care going to work. Hope it's a quiet day for you. Come on guys, let's go. Let's finish this battle off quickly. Like they're reloading or something. No firing. Oh, they are sending more troops in now. Here we go. They're still holding their own. Let's move these guys down to attack here. Not quite where I wanted you to go, but there we go. These guys are still engaged. Hammering the crap out of these guys. Right, 4 air units. Killed 8,000. Cool. I'll probably have to keep those there because when I'm moving they just a bit worried about these troops here though. They're not strong. No. Get these guys moving. Moving across. Right, those guys are going to enter the battle. Oh, which isn't good. Yeah, I'm losing, look at that. Strength now with those fighter aircraft. I'm gonna have to merge these ones. Or just take the land, I should say. Move an attack. Gonna have to get in the fight, boys. These guys are getting hammered. We just lost 2,000 men. And we did kill their aircraft, but actually, maybe 500-600 men. We were about 82,000 men, weren't we? These guys over here still doing okay. Come on, let's get this battle done. Oh, it says it's over. I lost 140 troops, 23 grounds. But then some more men came out somewhere, so another battle of Rio de Janeiro. Guess their infantry out in range yet. Yep, there must have been some backup troops sent in. Just being constantly attacked now by reinforcements. God, these dark guys lost another 1,000 men. This is the biggest loss of troops we've had. And these guys are still messing about because they're meant to have got in the fight and they're not. That's all kicking off. Another 8,000 men from nowhere. Right, I'm going to have to get these guys involved. Let's just slow this down. Stop it a second, just have a look at whether those builds are done yet. I don't think they will have done. Some of them will have done, so... Oh god, I haven't trained any of them, of course. Coming online slowly. So... I'm going to have to train these. Not going to be much good untrained. Challengers are not built yet, and the rapiers 50, 2 lots of 50, so no. I can move these down, I guess, and better off down here doing something than nothing. Or patrol craft constantly attacking my fleets. I'll put a save in soon and we'll have to pull. We're not going to finish these battles. Lost so much territory. I mean, they must be weakened pretty much now. We've got another 5,000 men come out of nowhere to attack Division 1. Constantly in fights in Rio de Janeiro. They need reinforcing. That battle ended. What did I lose? I won it, but at what cost? See, that's my biggest loss. I lost 2,100 men because they didn't have any ground or air support. I mean, we won, but that's not good. Occupy all of this. Get this sorted. And Bolivia's back in the fight. I need to retake Bolivia and Brazil, but where did they move their capital? It's all mine. Oh, they've moved it to there. I need to. Well, I suppose I can keep moving it back to Rio de Janeiro or something, but I can. Want to win this fight. You can't really occupy a territory until you've defeated all their forces, so which I have done in Paraguay. That force is being deployed, so and then moving it out of the country. Come on, go, go, go! Take all that land. There we go. Got in a fight with them. Let's stop to moving those troops. 50. Oh. Where's my main forces now? I lost them. No, no. There. I guess I best move them up there. I'm going to lose some troops, so if they don't get some ground stuff going. Right, this fight's about them. Right, that's those gone. Right, occupy territory. We get these guys in a fight. Well, we got 1,400 men up there. Keep deploying stuff and bring it into the fight. Oh. No artillery. This fight's going to go on forever. It's the Bolivians all getting involved. These troops haven't got involved in the fight. No, not down there. Not over there either. Come on. Come on, game. Don't do this to me. It's a bit nearer. We'll see what happens there. Another flipping troop under. They don't stack these things properly, do they? Right, now these guys don't have any forces left. I should be able to just occupy their territory. They're both one man? Where did my forces go? God. Another 20,000 somewhere. Let's move him just in case he's under. I'm losing troops anyway. Losing men, but not much I can do until I can get these guys. That's another 674 men. Flipping a few tanks, that's not good. I've lost track of my forces now. These guys. Put you in a fight down here. These guys, you've won your fight now. Let's get you up here. We can retake Brazil. Hopefully they'll stop reinforcing. Reason, if you see, look, these, so Argentina had Bolivia, Brazil had Zimbabwe and Thailand. Uruguay had Colombia, Chile and Paraguay, hence why they got involved. And Paraguay had Belarus, that's why they're now red, and Chile. Right. These guys still haven't quite got the message. Oh, and they're moving down there, really. Where did they come from? They just built another 7,000 men. And they're moving them up to attack us. Before we can get involved in the other battle. Okay, let's have a look what's going on over here. Deploy, deploy, deploy. Let's bring up my build. I've got to wait for the planes to get to 100. Sea Harriers though were done, so I can train those. Tornado IDS, they were done, I can train those. Those have got to get to 100. Tanks still building. Move these down. Means when you attack these countries, they have allies. I'm not quite sure who they are, or if it tells you who their allies are. Belarus probably have Russia as their ally, so we'll have to see. Thing is, Colombia is now vulnerable because they used all their forces. Same thing with Chile. So my plan is, once I win these fights, if I start taking their territory, I can then take over the countries that came in on Uruguay's behalf. Take Colombia, Chile, and Uruguay, Paraguay. What's this fight here? Okay. 91 artillery out of nowhere. Won't let me do it. Why not? Thinks it's water. I click all the way over there, that's why. Let's hope they get into this battle then, because it's gonna last long. See, Argentina still have that land. I need to conquer that and move him into there. I'll just take. Okay, I just won that battle wherever that was. There's one here. So they'll go back to doing what they were originally doing before. Thing is, I'll move into there because I need to take these. take this land away from Argentina, Brazil I mean. I lost all my planes now. Happening here. No. Try and get him into that battle. Please join then. Fair enough. Just individually take these bits of land all I can. Stop and keep redeploying. Right. See, just deployed another flippin' bunch of men there. Where did they come from? Ah, so annoying. Shouldn't have been able to deploy that, it's my territory. Move this single guy over here. Didn't quite work, move over here. Move. Take that as well. Move this guy over here. Right, probably can get these guys involved in this because in the same territory. Don't know how this happened. And this isn't a thing yet, but see, that's where these patrol boats keep being built. Lots of forces here by the look of it. 2,400 men plus some unknown. Well, it should be all of Brazil back when we take this last bit of land. We need to defeat this battle. We need to retake Bolivia. Then we'll take Colombia. Bolivia and Colombia, because, well, Bolivia we need to take back. Kind of want it back in the wars. Right, that battle started. Okay, there were helicopters then, the other forces, so yep, I think they can handle that. It's not ideal, but this fight here, that's so where were my troops? These guys. Ooh, straight to the fight, good. Get them involved. I don't even know where my main forces are at the moment, really. That's one of them. That's Division 1. That's Division 2, and then my Division 3, that's there. I could invade those, but I need to stop the video. It's 6:30. I've been at this for a few hours, so well, they didn't quite get in the fight there, did they? They got close to it, but not close enough, so we'll try again. While they're doing that, let's check this fight up here. Let's go full assault there. Praise the Lord. Oh no, there's still some. Oh, they just deployed somebody. Really? I'm not sure I can attack them. Yeah, I can. We're in the deployment phase part. Thought that I'd done it. Bolivia are now attacking up here. Okay, where's my main? Yeah. Okay, we'll move them in. Gonna have to take Bolivia back. They're gonna keep attacking me until. They're still being deployed, so I can't. Chile's right for the taking, just those two armies, and then I can occupy their land. Let's see if these guys get in the fight. Yep. Artillery, okay. Okay, I did get my men in that fight. Where these Bolivians came from, they must have split off from the other group. See what's happened over here, see if they've deployed yet. It still says they're deploying. That little icon above. And there could be boats being built, deployed. We'll see. Right, that's those guys finally gone. Right. Am I on geography? I am. Not that all the clicks are working very well, so Argentina. Oh, it's left click, man. Jeez. Over here for Chile. So that's Chile. So I've got to take Bolivia. Peru's still neutral. That's Brazil. Right, so Colombia and Chile I need to take after winning this battle up here and these inland battles. And then that's it, they shouldn't be able to deploy anymore. Guys are still deploying. Let's try. Let's just see this battle out. Full assaults, get on with it. Map's not loaded, but they're not obviously in range of each other yet. What was that? Sao Paulo. Lost 136 men. What was that fight there? I'd get these guys down, but they're still piddling around with this force that's still trying to deploy. I think it's ships, you know. I'm going to move my ships up here in case there's ships. think it's shit I can occupy this territory because he hasn't deployed. Can I? Can't I? That retreat's disappeared now because he can't deploy, I think. So in which case, where's that country that I just lost? I'm gonna move them over here. Confused. They've retreated, or maybe I beat them. Yeah, I beat them. 800 there, dead. Right, move them into Bolivia. Right, that bit of land is still showing Brazil. Oh, it's 9,000 troops there now. Still trying to deploy. What was that message? 2 regions, but I've got that force there. Right, I'm going to use this force. Attack those guys. These guys can move into Bolivia. Well, it's true, I don't know what they are. They're just troops, so I can attack those. What was that? What was that? What was that? Beat those, good. So get these involved. Nope, that's not where I wanted you to move to. Get this force to keep taking land while this battle's going on. I'll have to move their capital. Not taken. Let's go here. So they move their capital down here. We don't know what that force is. We'll go and attack it. full assault on this one. An infantry fight here. I've got more backup there. Bolivian. See how that turns out. Right, did that battle happen up here? Did they retreat? What? Okay. Okay, just won that battle. So I lost 354 men though. Certainly do lose a lot of men if we don't have all these weapons and stuff. Okay. So I'm going to move this force up to here. Ready to take Colombia. This force needs backup and can maybe do Chile. We're still messing around. Let's see if I can bombard. Bombard region. No. Don't want to do that because now it's going to pull all of my navy together. Yes, Mark, and if you're watching this later on replay, when you bombard, all your navies around the world go to bombard that bit of land. Which is a bit of a bummer. And you have them somewhere else in the world. So we did know what those troops were at one point. There were 9,000 troops. So we had a force. Where did we have a force, or did we move it? So that's Division 2. That's Division, right, so it's this force here. I'm going to move back there. Take on these guys. More about that. So after much hassle, we've got some new enemies in Belarus and Thailand. However, we've regained control of basically what we had when we started, but we have taken Uruguay and Paraguay, and effectively Colombia are on their knees, and so are Chile, because we beat their forces. So I'll stop the video here. I'll put a save in. We'll win this battle here to take Brazil, and then we'll take Colombia and Chile next. And then take stock. Let's just have a quick check of our economy. Going down the shitter. 13 billion down. 3 billion deficit. What's going on, man? Upkeep. After I've taken all this territory back, that should come back. Some of that. We shall see. I mean, I was running 9-10 billion plus when I had Argentina, Brazil. I've got Uruguay, I've got Paraguay. So I'm not sure if it's counting I've got Brazil until I sort this battle out over here. but they just won't deploy. I'm going to move these guys, stop bombarding. See if they deploy. Let's merge these guys together. Maybe move out of their territory because maybe they can't deploy while I'm sat there or something. Let's move them here. God, that's gone bad. Even worse economy now. -5, -15. Look at the money, it's going down. This trade has gone to hell. Look at all the raw materials. I'm just hoping these guys can deploy, that I can attack them. I can't attack them in the mode that they're in, and I can't seem to take... Can't seem to take that bit of land. Let's just check our builds. Should probably be much done then, so we'll carry on training the tanks, challenges, rapiers, barriers, tornadoes. Let's train these up more. Tempted to deploy these, but I'll train them one more level, I think, because I've still got stuff to train. Park these guys. Certainly I'm not using them. I think that helps my costs. Not sure. -7 billion. That's getting terrible. That's getting far worse. Kind of think changing the tax rate seemed to have not helped. Let's lower it to that. Okay, so we park those troops for training the support. These guys deployed it. Oh, 43,000 men that just keep building. This is bad news bears. Thing is, I saw a message they were building 500,000 men. They deploy virtually all of them now in a last ditch. Holy crap. Where's my 78,000 troops over here? I'm going to have to move these. Move them near in case I need them in this fight. Chile's not attacking us at the moment. Kind of think I'll have to merge these guys because these are vulnerable on their own. I will. I'm merging Division 3 with Division 1. Troops got a bit more protection with the ground, got no air units there. $43,000, what's going on? And I will deploy my air units. I'm probably gonna have to build more because not a lot. Let's build 100 Eurofighters. 100 Tornado Advance. Some more Harriers, BR7s, some Jaguars which are cheaper, Tornado GL1s. Let's just mark all these medium. Train everything to level 2 and then I'll deploy them, I think. And then we'll move them. Election. Are you still adding men over here? 43,000. I could just nuke them. I think that might just tip the rest of the world into going to war with me. We'll see. Right, I did say I was going to put a save in. I'll put a save in. Let's call this LG8. We'll leave it there. We'll come back. We'll have to deal with these 43,000 and increasing forces. The Colombia and Chile invasions are put on hold. Park those troops. We're training our last and building some more jets. Right, these guys I can deploy to the capital, those guys I can deploy. Train quite quickly. Tanks and artillery, that's the way to go for ground forces, and lots of attack aircraft. These Eurofighters are nearly done. I'll put the, maybe I'll just see these builds out and then we'll, not going to help my economy much. That is down to minus 39 billion. Oh geez. I'll just stop looking at economy now, I think. All this military. Okay, so those are done. I've trained those. Those are done. Are they? Harriers? Yep. Train those. Jaguars? Yep, they're done. They're all those. There's another 500, another 700 jets or something there. Looking at my economy, minus 41 billion. Getting bad. Can we get anybody to accept our debt? I wouldn't have thought so. Big treaty. Assume my debt, America. Nope. Piss off, they say. Canada. Assume my debt. Nope. Piss off. Didn't think so. Worth a try. 42. Oh, this is getting disastrous now. I mean, I know these costs have gone up, but why is my income's gone down 5, 6, 7 billion? My expenses seem to have gone up on. And I was like plus 12 billion when I owned those countries before. Even that trade looks better than it has done for a while. What's minus 20 instead of 40 or 50? But why is it all so bad over here? And the unit upkeep has gone up 4 or 5 billion, I guess. My debt's risen dramatically. Interest on that, I suppose, and corruption. Owning these other countries is I'll put an extra billion into environment. Will make things worse, but government to 20 billion. Take telecom to 7 billion. Losing money. Apply. Right, I'm still doing stuff, so I'll save the game again in a minute. Let's just so yeah, those builds are done. Let's look at training, so I need to train those. Everything to level 2. Right. I won't deploy them yet, I'll do that all in the next video, so they're all ready to deploy. I'll get all these to level 2s, just costing money obviously. Training these guys are spending quite a lot. What 100 of those? Oh, they're there. Right, I could probably move. I probably could get those over straight away because they're ready to go. Who needs 100 planes? Are they both attack? Yeah, attack and attack. I'm going to move them. I'll put them there, and then we'll probably put them in this force because we've got no air force there. And then the others we're still waiting to train and deploy. Okay, so let me save that again under the same code. Great, okay, well we'll call it there. We'll do some more SuperPower 2 where we continue our conquest of the South American continent in our next video and try and sort out our economy once again. Anyway, thanks for joining me into what I now call Nightmare on Left Click 2. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments in the comment section. I will be doing some other strategy games after this game. Some other new games are coming out which we'll be looking to do later this year, over the next few weeks and months. So I hope you can join me for those that like strategy games. And we'll see you next time. This is Lone Gamer UK. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for joining me.